Rock and Roll Geek Show 1187.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, 2023, and it is 5:58 p.m. when I'm recording this show. I'm in San Francisco in Don's Den. I've been working my ass off all week, back to work. I haven't worked since 2 days before Christmas, and I kind of have been enjoying the time off. My wallet's not enjoying it. The only way I've been able to survive is because I've had your donations. So thank you for that, friends. I haven't had any work. Well, I took off for the holidays, and it's been raining like crazy since my family left. I mean, it's been raining just about every single day. And I'm clearing my throat because I'm parched. So I need to take a sip of this fine Tecate number 2 of the day. So anyway, I'm back to work this week. I've only worked 3 days this week, and I am exhausted already. But I'm going to manage to get through it. I'll have a couple of bucks when I'm done with this job on Friday. So anyway, last week I had 3 gigs with the Butlers. Thursday, we played in Berkeley, California, with a Led Zeppelin tribute band called Zoso. The singer is actually from Jacksonville, Florida. They were really good, and this is the 3rd time we've played with these guys. We had a gig with them on Thursday in Berkeley, and we had another gig with them Friday in a place called Felton, California. All the band stayed up in these, we rented these cabins in the woods in Felton. It was pouring down rain, but it was really nice and beautiful, even in the rain. And the gig was really good. It was well attended, and the Butlers went over great on both of those shows. Then Saturday night, we were back in Redwood City at a place called Club Fox. It was us and the ZZ Top tribute band called Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. They're probably the best tribute band I've ever seen. I mean, they're like watching ZZ Top, but they canceled 30 minutes before load-in time. So we had to do the entire night ourselves, and tickets, refunds were being offered at the door, I believe, but nobody got their refunds. They wanted to come in and just watch the Butlers anyway. And we played for probably about 2 hours, and it was a half-decent crowd. It wasn't sold out, but it was a decent enough crowd, and they were all really responsive to the Butlers, and it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of songs we haven't played in a long time, and a lot of songs we've never played, and everybody was having a good time. Ralph Miller was there. So was John Nash and some other people. I got a couple of value for value donations when I was there. John Nash gave me a $50 value for value cash donation. And a guy who wants to go by the name of Myron Lungbutter. Yeah, that's what he said he wanted to be called. He wanted to be anonymous, so he wanted to go as Myron Lungbutter. He handed me a $100 bill. He said, "This is value for your podcast." So that was really awesome. Everybody who came out to all the shows, thank you, friends. It was really, really a fun weekend, and everybody in the Butlers had a really good time. The 3-night tour. For a bunch of old men, 3 days is a long time, friends. Anyway, we had a really, really good time. All the gigs were a success, and the band got along, spent some time in the woods, some time drinking and partying together, and it was just a really, really fun weekend. Here I am back in San Francisco. I miss playing. We don't have any gigs lined. We were supposed to play on Sunday with Enough's Enough, but Enough's Enough rescheduled to April. So I think that's probably the next gig I have, March or April, with Enough's Enough at a place at the bottom of the hill. So if you're around, come say hi. I'm clearing up my throat. I'm losing it. Sang a lot this weekend, and I'm a little bit hoarse. Let me take another sip of this fine Tecate. When I was up in the mountain house, I got a Facebook message from a girl named Nikki. I'm assuming it's a girl. She said, "Hi, Michael. I'm sorry if I'm reaching out to you on your private social media, but I couldn't find an email address to you. I'm working at a Swedish record label called The Sign Records, and I read a comment on one of our band's music videos that said, 'Thank you, Michael Butler.' I guess that you probably mentioned the band on your podcast. The band I'm talking about is Grand Royale. Have you ever heard of it?" And so we went back and forth, and yeah, it was really cool to see, and she was appreciative. So whoever mentioned, whoever got on Grand Royale's comment on their video on YouTube and thanked me, thank you, friends, because that is what brings publicists to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. So I appreciate that, friends. She sent me another band called, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play them. They're called Psychic Vampires. I think I need to wait. I'm not sure if this song is out yet. The song is called Lucifer Star Machine, featuring Sparky Phillips by Psychic Vampires. But she also sent me another Grand Royale tune. Pardon me, I'm burping up this fine Tecate. That is what I'm going to start the show off. We're also going to do a track-by-track of the new Baboon Show, which came out on Friday. I've been looking forward to it for a very long time. Will it disappoint? Will it exceed my expectations and hopes? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out, friends. There's your teaser. If I had to keep clearing my throat, I will probably go insane, and you will probably go insane from listening to me clear my throat, so I'm going to try not to draw attention to it. Usually that is a result of Tourette's, but tonight I'm backed up with phlegm for some reason. I had a burrito for lunch or for dinner, and that could have something to do with it. All right, so we're going to play a brand new Grand Royale. Sweden's Grand Royale are set to release their 6th studio album, Welcome to Grimetown, on March 24th, mixed by Robert Pearson from, who did I don't know any of these bands, Death Breath, Dunder, Imperial State Electric, to name a few. The album is packed with Grand Royale's signature blend of energetic Scandinavian garage rock and catchy songwriting. The second single leading up to the new album is called Utopia and is out now on all streaming platforms. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The album, Welcome to Grimetown, will be released on March 24th, 2023 on The Sign Records. So here is brand new Grand Royale. I'm going to be playing this on, let's see here. Try the YouTube link she sent me. All right, here's brand new Grand Royale called Utopia. Utopia.
We've been told since we were young that there's a city far away where no one dies or even cares to go. And even if I know it's just imagination, no betrayal, no lies, a utopian paradise. I know it ain't real, I just can't get it out of my mind.
We've been told when we were kids that if we wait there'll come true love that never dies. We'll never let you down. And even if I know it's just imagination, I can see it in your eyes.
There you go. Brand new Grand Royale Utopia. All right. So, also, since the last episode, which was the Iggy Pop feedback. Oh, I got some feedback on that, I believe. So I got a note here from Doug Still, Detroit chapter. Michael Butler, it's Doug Steele, friend of the show, Detroit chapter. I'm listening to the Iggy Pop track by track, and I like it a lot. I completely agree with your rating system. A good friend of mine had Iggy Pop's father as a head coach for the baseball team for Dearborn Fordson High School. I just thought that was pretty cool. Stay frosty, Doug Steele. Well, thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Small World. Also, Richard Fusey sent some photos of Iggy that I think his brother took him. So thank you for that, Richard Fusey. Also from Danny Borden. Oh, no, this is from Spiden. From Spiden. This is from Spider. Hey, Michael, Spider here, and I want to tell you that Iggy still rocks. Great podcast show, too, man. But Iggy has seen better days. Not as wild as you can tell by the music. Donors are strong and happy. Sending good vibes really makes rock and roll addictive. Going to the Mountain House, you can sit down and get your head into the spirit and maybe come out with a song or two. That would be fucking cool, man. Keep it frosty always and never warm. All right, I will take that Spider is from another country because of the, his English is better than my Swedish or German or wherever he's from. Thank you, Spider. Also from Danny Borden regarding Iggy Pop's new album. I truly hate it. It makes Skull Ring sound like raw power from Danny Borden. All right, there you go. Thank you, friends, for the Iggy Pop feedback. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. But, yeah. Anyway, since the last episode I did, which was the Iggy Pop track by track, there you go. My brain, I'm 61 years old, and the brain is a little bit getting a little bit losing the memory. Also, since the last episode, the great Jeff Beck passed away. Did anybody not comment on Jeff Beck's passing? Let me find some music here and play in the background while I do this bit here. Read some of the people who commented. Oh, this is from Jeff Beck Live Plus. 2014, he was on tour with ZZ Top, and they recorded for a live album.
Walk me out in the morning dew, my honey.
Every single rock star probably commented on Jeff Beck's death. I'll just name some of them. Paul Stanley from Kiss. Wow, what awful news! Jeff Beck, one of the all-time guitar masters, has died. From the Yardbirds and the Jeff Beck Group on, he blazed a trail impossible to follow. Play now and forever, Jeff Beck. Tony Iommi, I was totally shocked to hear the very sad news of Jeff Beck's passing. Jeff was such a nice person and an outstanding, iconic, genius guitar player. There will never be another Jeff Beck. His playing was very special and distinctively brilliant. He would be missed. Sammy Hagar. Absolutely one of my favorite guitarists of all time. He was everybody's favorite. It was ask any guitar player, they'd say Jeff Beck was the best guitar player. The Truth album changed my life. As a singer and guitarist, I wanted to be Jeff Beck and Rod Stewart rolled into one. We all did. What a loss. We all will miss Jeff. My love and condolences to his family and loved ones. Ozzy, I can't express how saddened I am to hear of Jeff Beck's passing. What a terrible loss for his family, friends, and many fans. Okay. It was an honor to have him play on my most recent album, Patient Number 9. Hashtag Patient Number 9. Long live. Hashtag Jeff Beck. That sounds like somebody else did that Twitter post for Ozzy. Jimmy Page, his technique unique, his imagination's apparently limitless. Jeff, I will miss you along with your millions of fans. Jeff Beck, rest in peace. It goes on and on and on. Gene Simmons, heartbreaking news to report the late, great Jeff Beck has sadly passed. No one played guitar like Jeff. Please get a hold of the first 2 Jeff Beck Group albums and behold greatness. He wrote that, you can tell. Jeff Scott Soto, whoever that is. Oh, he's in Queensryche, I think. Truly at a loss for words, another hero, pioneer / trailblazer leaves us. David Coverdale, oh my heart. I miss you already, Jeff. Ronnie Wood, now Jeff is gone. I feel like one of my band brothers has left this world, and I'm going to dearly miss him. I'm sending so much sympathies to Sandra and his family and all who loved him. I want to thank him for our early days together in the Jeff Beck Group, conquering America. It goes on and on. I could probably read this shit forever. Rod Stewart. Jeff Beck was on another planet. He took me and Ronnie Wood to the USA in the late 60s with his band, the Jeff Beck Group, and we haven't looked back since. Geezer Butler, my dad. Shocked to hear the sudden death of Jeff Beck, truly one of the greats. First time I saw him was in '66 with the Yardbirds. Brilliant, unique guitarist. Rick Springfield. The great Jeff Beck has taken his genius and gone home. My guitar idol since age 15. For the uninitiated, check out his amazing work on Roger Waters' Amused to Death. His gift was impossible to copy and won't be repeated. Thanks for the huge legacy. Here's his brand new single with Johnny Depp on, I think Johnny Depp's singing on this. Everybody will tell you that Jeff Beck just kept getting better and better. Now, I'm not an authority on Jeff Beck, although I did like him and he was a fucking great guitar player. I had a chance to play in a Jeff Beck tribute band. Somebody contacted me and said, hey, I'm forming a Jeff Beck tribute band. You interested? I thought about it and said, man, I don't think I can play those tunes. David Gilmour, one of the greatest guitar players alive. Well, somebody posted on the Facebook group that now that Jeff Beck is dead, who is the new best living guitar player? Chris Wojcik wrote that. Now that Jeff Beck is gone, who is the best living guitarist? Well, David Gilmour could be up there. Who else would I say? I haven't given this much thought. You tell me, friends, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, or just go on the Facebook group. David Gilmour, I'm devastated to hear the news of the death of my friend and hero Jeff Beck, whose music has thrilled and inspired me and countless others for so many years. Polly's and my thoughts go out to his lovely wife, Sandra, who will be forever in our hearts. I mean, shit, it goes on and on, man. Mike McCready, the Beach Boys, Dokken, Bernie Marsden, Dave Davies, Brett Michaels, Ricky Warwick, Damon Johnson. I mean, everybody. Joe Perry. What'd Joe Perry say about Jeff Beck, about the great Jeff Beck? Jeff Beck was the Salvador Dali of guitar. To see him play was to hear the ultimate six-string alchemist create magic in a world of his own. With his passing, the world is a poorer place. Our heartfelt sympathies go out to Sandra. We share your sorrow, Joe Perry. Steve Conte left a tribute.
Isolation. The sun will never disappear.
This song's not horrible.
May not have many years.
Everybody, oh, Gary Holt even made a tribute. Supposedly he died when he was on tour with Johnny Depp. Remember when Joe Perry was on tour with Johnny Depp? Joe Perry ended up in the hospital. Jeff Beck didn't survive it. He died. Is Johnny Depp a curse? Listen to that guitar playing. Fucking badass. This is a decent... I like this. Can somebody not send me that Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp album? If it all sounds like this. Listen to that fucking ripping, man. That's pretty fucking good. All right, we might as well stay on Jeff Beck through the donation segment. Thank you, everybody who donated to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, including...
People say we got it made. Don't they know we're so afraid?
Johnny Depp's vocals don't suck if that's him singing. All right. Thank you to the people who donated. First, thank you again to the Value for Value gig donations. Myron Lungbutter, $100. John Nash, $50. And thank you to the people who donated on patreon.com/RNRGeek. Let's get some more music going here. Joe Pawlak, $16.66. Dan Gerawan, $15. Tim Schall, $15. Listen to that. Kirk Crawford, $12.77. Fred and Ginny Bunke, $10. Joseph Coyne, $10. Michael Street, $7.50. Podcast Hall of Famer Dave Slusher, $5.55. Brad Schultz, $5. Brad Shick, $5. Brian Springer, $5. My good friend Chiaki Hinohara of the Japanese Metalhead Show and the Metal Moment podcast, who's enjoying Japan right now. I wish I was there. Dan McBride, $5. Shitty Dude donation from Danny Borden, $5. Erik Klein, $5. Grant Farquhar, $5. Hava FX, $5. James Shapiro, $5. Jamie Jefford, $5. John Scott, writer of the great book called Tom Petty and Me. That John Scott, $5. Justin Lefkowitz, $5. Martin Clawley, $5. Michael Brown, $5. Nadi Itani, $5. Paul Smith, $5. Robert Harvey, $5. Steve T. Steve Trice, $5. Ted Wilbrecht, $5. Mike Hellier, £4. Mike Dixon, $3. Chad Burns, $2.50. Paul Rube, $2.25. Adrian Bosch on Bosch Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which I did not create, but I do approve, people. You just got to answer 2 questions so that I know you are not one of those Davos devils. Adrian Bosch on $2. Amy Bowen, $2. Bruce McMillan, $2. Eric Stowell, $2. Patrick Shanahan, $2. Paul Underwood, $2. Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe, $1.42. And thank you, Eric, for the Duke's mayonnaise. By the way, if you've never had Duke's mayonnaise, I happen to like mayonnaise, and Duke's, there's no comparison. Unavailable on the West Coast. You have to buy it on Amazon. So thank you, Eric, for the Duke's mayonnaise. 3 Legs, 4 Wheels, $1. Arnie Stash, $1. Corey Kohler, $1. Mark Mazzei, $1. Thank you to the people who donated on PayPal. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate here. Oh, thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that applause. Thank you. Thank you. For my next number, I'm going to do Danny Boy. Thank you to Shinbone Star for the $100 Tecate donation. You saved the show this month, Shinbone Star. Kirk Crawford also saved the show with a $50 donation. Michael Street, $61 birthday donation. Thank you, Michael Street. Kirk Crawford, a $61 birthday donation. Richard Fusay, $50 birthday donation. Elodie Johns, $25 birthday donation. Steve LaPierre, new donor. Found the show from my top 10 of 2022 episode. Welcome, Stephen LaPierre. He's also on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. Thank you for the $20 donation, Stephen LaPierre. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name. LaPierre? No, Stephen LaPierre. Is that right, Stephen LaPierre? Richard Strom, another $20. Greg Brofer, $20 birthday donation. Douglas Free, $20. Mark Bridges, a $20 birthday donation. Listen to that. Vincent Creamy, $20 birthday donation. Dave Franco, $20. Greg Brofer, another $20. I'm still praying, Greg Brofer. Jason Shepard, $10. Dave Jackson in the School of Podcasting. Hall of Famer Dave Jackson, $10. Do the right thing, Jackson. BJ Lisco, $10. Ralph Miller, nice seeing you on Saturday night, Ralph. $10. Todd Cunningham, friend of mine, a friend of the show, $10. Listen to that. James Venners, $10. Jeff and Sherry Thielelicky, $10. Blake Johnson, $10. Just gonna listen to this for a couple of seconds before I continue with the donors. James Venners, $10. Jeff and Sherry Thielelicky, $10. Blake Johnson, $10. Richard Fusay, another $9.99. Peter Spark, $5. Robert Scott, $5. Benjamin Muller, $5. C&H Thornton Enterprises, $5. John Tennis, $5. John Offenloch, $5. Dale Roller, $5. Andrew Howe, $5. Eric Lentz, $5. Jennifer Wilbrecht, $5. Brett Garski, $5. C&H Thornton Enterprises Shell Company, another $5. Christopher Del Grande, $5. Jace Lesniewski, $5. Adam Brichet, $2. Deborah Dreyfus, if that's your real name, $2. Philip Vermeulen, $2. William Moffat, $2. Lassie Satvidhagen, $2. Brian Graddage, $2. Vincent Creamy, $2. Kai Matsuda, $2. Adam Gerstein, $2. Stephen Mascord, $2. Chad Kiffmeyer, $2. And finally, Dave Alexander, $2. Thank you to everybody who donates to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. If you get any value out of this program, maybe you don't. And if you get no value out of it, tell me to go fuck myself and don't give me a dime. Maybe it's worth a dime to you an episode. Send me 10 cents. Maybe it's worth $1,000 to you. Whatever it's worth. It's much appreciated if you can contribute what you think it's worth, friends. I take a sip of this fine Tecate to everybody who supports the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I'm going to be retiring from painting when I'm 62. When I was up there grinding the side of the house yesterday, I'm grinding it. Dust going up my nose, all in my eyes. I can't wear a mask. It fogs up my glasses. I'm inhaling lead dust, covered in paint dust. It's getting everywhere, and I'm going, man, this sucks. This is going to be one of the last exterior. I'm stopping doing exteriors. So I got a couple more jobs, exteriors that I have lined up. Once I finish those, I think I'm going to be done painting outside. And if I don't get any work, so be it. I'll be begging extra hard for the donations. I'm getting too old for it. So thank you for the donations, friends. If I rely completely on your donations, maybe I'll do a show a day. I'll be like Joe Rogan. 3 hours a day.
I can't hear you.
All right. Thank you to everybody. Let's kill it. Pardon the bad taste pun. Rest in peace, Jeff Beck. Kill it. Okay. All right. You ready to do the track by track of the Baboon Show? I got some other things to talk about too. Why don't I wait 1 second before I do the track by track of that? Let's see. I got some notes from Erik, the Rock and Roll Plebe. He sent me the liner notes to the new Baboon Show. I actually purchased it on Amazon the day it came out because I could not wait. But here's a little press release. Hard Rock Heroes UFO. Howl at the London Moon on this brilliant... They got a new album, new UFO live album coming out. Hard Rock Hero. This was recorded when during the Walk on Water tour when they reformed with Michael Schenker. Hard Rock Heroes UFO Howl at the London Moon on this brilliant 1998 reunion concert album. Werewolves of London is the long-awaited reissue of the 1998 concert release from British hard rock institution UFO. The show features the reunited classic lineup of the group. I went to see this show in Palo Alto. It was great. I don't care about that Walk on Water album, but it was nice to see Michael Schenker back with the group, and Pete Way was rocking as hell. It was a club. It was really good. Simon Wright was on drums. Let's see. The show features a reunited classic lineup on the group with guitar extraordinaire Michael Schenker returning to the fold along with founding members Phil Mogg, Pete Way, as well as longtime rhythm guitarist Paul Raymond. Joining them for this release is drummer Simon Wright from AC/DC and Dio, still basking. By the way, Craig told me a great story about Simon Wright auditioning for AC/DC, and I wanted to get Simon Wright to come on and talk about it. I got no response from the guy. Yeah, but what are you going to do? Still basking in the glory of their highly regarded 14th album, Walk on Water, the group rocketed around the globe for an extended epic world tour. Now this fantastic concert album is being remastered and re-released on both physical and digital formats. Here the group ripped through several highlights from Walk on Water, Push to the Limit, Self-Made Man, as well as their best-loved works, The Unstoppable Juggernauts, Dr. Doctor, Lights Out, Rock Bottom, and more. By the way, by way of previewing the release, the group's killer version of Only You Can Rock Me is being released as a single, which will be followed by the full album on CD and audiophile quality, 180-gram black vinyl, etc., etc. I'm looking at the photos here. The cover looks just like Strangers in the Night. It's on Cleopatra Records, and it's got some good photos, and it's a double vinyl album. Consists of Natural Thing, Mother Mary, Self-Made Man, Electric Phase, This Kid's, Out in the Streets, One More for the Rodeo, Venus, Push to the Limit, Love to Love, Too Hot to Handle, Only You Can Rock Me, Lights Out, Dr. Doctor, Rock and Rock Bottom. Speaking of Dr. Doctor, the Butlers played that at most of the shows. The last show we did, the venue, Club Fox, recorded the entire set. It was a board recording with video, with like a 3-camera video shoot. I'm going to post that probably in the next day or two on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group for you to watch the entire Butlers performance. All right, you can tell me what you think. It's a board mix, so the bass is a little bit out of it because my bass is so loud on stage. They don't really have it going through the PA, and yeah, but it's a decent video quality at least. And the mix is not great, but the performance and the video quality is pretty good, I think. All right, so why don't we play a brand new single from the new UFO thing that's coming out. When is it coming out again? It is coming out February 17th. This is Only You Can Rock Me. Their album is called Werewolves of London. The brand new single, Only You Can Rock Me. There you go. Woo! All right, kill it. Okay, ready to do the track by track of the new Baboon Show. Let me see if I can find these images from the album cover that who sent me? I think Erik the Plebe sent me this. Let's see. Find this. Okay. All right, Erik Rock and Roll Plebe show notes. Good luck reading the liner notes. I have the physical copy and I can barely read them due to the font color and my eyes going to shite these days. Yeah, I can hear your friend. I can relate because my eyes have completely gone to shite. My glasses don't even work anymore. I purchased it on Amazon. I just got the MP3s because the CD costs like $27. I ain't got $27 to buy a CD. Let me see if I can pull up the all right, Baboon Show images here. All right, here's the back liner notes. Okay. All right, let me get those ready. Also, Erik says, good luck reading. Okay, blah, blah. Looking forward to you reviewing on the show. For me, gave it a couple of listens so far and on the Rock and Roll Geek Show rating system below. By the way, have you noticed the Ross Show is back? He's up to episode 4 or 5. Yeah, I have noticed that the Ross Show is back. I have listened to the first 2 episodes, and I like him. He's kind of more focused. I think he's promoting. I think he's re-recording all the Van Halen tunes, and I think he's going to put them out on. Pardon me, I'm burping. It's fine. I think he's going to put them out, and that's why he's doing the podcast. He's usually, I think the last time he did the podcast, he was promoting his. It was all leading up to his Vegas residency, but he's just telling stories, and at least the first 2 episodes, he's kind of coherent, and I like it. I like his podcast anyway. I think he's a very entertaining guy. Even though when we saw him open for Kiss, Casey and me and Sonny. He was doing backing tracks out the ass. I have heard he did he re-record Somebody Get Me a Doctor? One of those. It was no Van Halen, put it that way, but it wasn't bad. Okay, so have you noticed the Ross Show is back? He's up to episode 4 or 5. It's such a weird listen. I like putting it in the background while I do an errand or something. He's just rambling about stories from the early Van Halen days, it seems. Yeah, I like those old stories. Cheers and stay frosty, Erik. And he goes on to say, damn, I'm currently at 11 out of 12. This album is so good. Side 1 is damn perfect, and all get a big +1. Side 2 is great too, but to keep rock and roll credibility, I'll probably give it a strong half or a weak +1 for a couple of tracks. Groundhog Day and Revolution Avenue. Okay. Well, there you go. He gave it 11 out of 12. Sandy Hyde gave it an 8.5 out of 9. How many songs are on this album? Let's see. Or he gave it 8.5 out of however many songs are on the album. All right, let me find the Baboon Show. There's 12. Okay, I think he gave it an 8.5 out of 12. Will I give it that low of a review of a score, or will I give it a high score like Erik the Rock and Roll Plebe? Time will tell, friends. Let me find something to write on here keep score. Pen. Do I have a pen? Okay, here's a pen. Will it write? What do I have to write on? What is this? Florida Fish and Wildlife. Okay, that'll work from the Florida hunting license. All right, Baboon Show. Baboon. All right, let's look at the liner notes here. All right, bear with me. Yada da 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 da. All right. The back notes are, let's look at the front cover first. Front cover it's like a stained glass with the band on the stained glass, and there's a baboon. Instead of Jesus Christ, there's a baboon. And Cecilia, is that her name, Cecilia? The singer has got a sword. The girl bass player has got a skull, and it's like a stained glass of the band it's called God Bless You All. And the CD is kind of the disc itself is kind of the same. It's written in this weird font. You can't read. It says thanks to, and I cannot make out these fonts because this fonts are horrible. Thanks to Sterwin, and everything crew, Alex. I can't even bother reading that. The Baboon Show is Let's see if I can figure that out. Cecilia Bostor, vocals. Frida Stahl on bass and vocals. Hakan Sorbel on guitar and vocals. And Niklas Svensson on drums and vocals. All right, let me turn that off. Okay. Bear with me, folks. This is why I'm not in the Podcast Hall of Fame, by the way. All right, first song I played on the show already. It's called Made Up My Mind, and I love this song a lot. It's already a +1, but let's listen to it together. Just lost a beer. She sounds angry, and I love it. Something about this girl. She's not gorgeous. She's not even that hot. But something about her, watching her perform and listening to her sing, I like it, if you get my drift.
You think you can blame the power, but still you're not rolling the ball. If you climb the highest tower, may the Lord have mercy on us all. Yeah, when you stand on top of the mountain, beware you can slip and fall. When we find that golden fountain, our voices will be louder than all.
By the way, if you came because you saw the title of this episode that said The Baboon Show, God Bless Us All, or God Bless You All, track by track review, you had to sit through 47 minutes to get to the album review. You're probably not here. So if you are here, thank you for sticking around, friends. Extremely catchy, rocking, tons of attitude. The girl's got a sexy as hell voice and performance. I'm sorry. I am attracted to her. Reminds me of a cross between Wendy O. Williams and the great Chrissy Amplet from Divinyls. All right, next song, God Bless You All, which I've also played on the podcast. I mentioned that it sounds like a Reagan Youth tune called Degenerated. God Bless You All. Title track. I also give this one a +1. This song is great. I had already heard these, so when I got the album, I let him play through, but I could not wait to hear the third song because that's one I had not heard. Let's listen to a little bit of this one first. Compared to most of their music, they're less punk rock than they were before. But I like it. It's more hard rock. I like it a lot better. solo. The guy reminds me of the guitar player. His playing style reminds me of the guitar player for DAD.
I can see you in the light now. Look at the light blue sky above. You didn't find what you were in for. It's enough now, but more. God bless you all. Say a prayer and hope for something better.
That's great.
God bless you all. Across on the wall.
Man, her voice is sexy to me. I know I'm probably in the minority.
God bless you all. God bless you.
You know how these girls who are rock fans, they find the musicians sexy because they got the rock hair or whatever, and they're not necessarily good-looking guys, but the girls, for some reason, are attracted to them. That's the way I feel about this girl. I'm like a girl with a glam metal singer. All right, finally, we get a new one here. Midnight. All right, let's listen to Midnight. This is what I could not wait for.
Take me out now, it's midnight.
All right, sounds great.
I'm restless, wild and crazy.
You know what she sounds like right there? She sounds like the singer for Hardcore Superstar.
Be sleeping all day till midnight.
It's just like Hardcore Superstar. Female Hardcore, whatever that guy's name is for Hardcore Superstar. I don't know his name.
I'm taking a jump in the water.
That's good.
Feeling alive again. There's no limit.
All right, the music is great. Melody is great. Vocals are great. I just have a problem with the lyrics of the chorus.
No limit, no border.
We haven't got there yet.
No good daughter. I'm the fire starter.
That right there is Hardcore Superstar. Like, so much like Hardcore Superstar.
Border. I'm no good daughter. I'm the fire starter.
All right, here's the chorus.
Don't wanna live my life alone and isolated.
Catchy as hell. I don't want to live my life alone in isolation. That's great. Love it.
Just wanna be where there's a party going.
But the problem I have is I've had enough of party songs. I just want to be where the party's going on. I want to party from midnight until dawn. I could do without that part.
Don't wanna live my life a gold rush hunt for heaven.
Other than that, though, the song is great.
Keep going on from midnight until dawn. Forget it all now, it's midnight. Tomorrow will be upsy daisies. I never had fun in daylight. It's about being lazy. I'm taking a jump in the water. I'm getting on fire again. There's no limit, no border. I'm no good daughter. I'm the fire starter. Don't wanna live my life alone and
But man, it's a hook.
just wanna be where there's a party going on. Don't wanna live my life a gold rush hunt.
But do I want to be with a girl who just wants to be where there's a party going on?
Going on from midnight.
I'd rather be with a... what am I saying? Like she's my girlfriend? I want my girl, Cecilia, to stay, like Weezer says, who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf. Not a girl who wants to be out partying from midnight till dawn.
Wanna be where there's a party going on.
But Cecilia's not my girl, so
Wanna live my life a gold rush hunt for heaven.
I guess Cecilia and I have broken up.
Going on from midnight until dawn.
I couldn't keep up with her anyway. All right, I'm giving that one. That could be either a weak one. Man, I want to give it a +1. Can I forgive the party lyrics? Yeah, I'm going to have to give. I was thinking half. I got to go with a 1. The song is great. even with the party lyrics. All right, next song is Gold.
You know I'm not afraid.
Ballad.
And I got nothing to lose.
Little Jim Steinman style.
If you got no option,
Well,
you don't
Meatloaf.
get to choose.
The tender side of
Sometimes you get
Cecilia.
old, you get a minute to shine. I know I was told you shouldn't dig too deep to get gold, 'cause you're getting old. And if I go, will you follow? You know I got it all. I give you my heart, my soul, but ain't got no gold.
Now, I don't know what she's saying, but I like it.
Walk with me forever. I'm going to give it all.
Now, are there lyrics? Let me see if Erik the Rock and Replete the lyrics. No, there's not.
Yeah, if I say at the time of my life.
All songs by the Baboon Show, except for Have a Party With Me. Music and lyrics by Eddie somebody. Because I can't read these fonts.
Yeah, it's just my way.
Piano on this song by Daniel Hagler
I'm sorry to say.
from
you should've
Mana
spent
Dio.
your life looking for gold. Yeah, you're getting old. And if I go, will you follow? You know I got it all. I give you my heart, my soul, but ain't got
Barenga. Maybe Cecilia might be part Spanish. I don't know.
I'm going to get
I love this song.
hard. We try.
Different than any other Baboon Show song.
I was looking for gold, but I'm not looking for gold anymore. If I go, will you follow? You know I got it all. I give you my heart, my soul, but ain't got no gold. Come walk with me forever.
That is a hook, and it's a beautiful song, even with her vocals. Raspy vocals, something about her sings like it's the voice of an angel. Michael Butler creeping out on the voice of an angel, Cecilia. I love you, Cecilia. Oh, what's your name again? Okay. Next song was released about a year ago. Great music video, Oddball. I love this song.
There is no use, I'm not spending my money. There is no use, no, 'cause I won't come around. I'll leave it all, 'cause I don't find it funny. I'll leave it all, yet to
Big plus one. Big plus one. I should lower midnight to a half to keep the credibility.
running into the wild.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lower midnight to a half. Very strong half.
There is a need for a new beginning. There is no need, no one.
This music video for this song, Oddball, is great. The guitar player and the guys in the band are dressed like drag queen prostitutes.
I can't deny it. I'm running into the wild. Up all day, say I can't hide it. It runs from mother to child. To Well, look at me and you think
Yeah,
I'm crazy.
I'm not normally a fan of modulating.
Live in the wild. Just take it slow.
but I will give him a break.
Eccentric mind that runs from mother to child.
I'm Pawlak and oh, I'm off. Yeah. Sing it, Cecilia.
Civilization is going
yeah, baby. All right, shut up, Butler.
Society's down the drain. No, I don't get it, not even un poco. I have to leave now 'cause it makes me insane. I'm all I can't deny.
I'm sorry, all you Starcrawler fans and Surfboard, all these people who say, oh, the girl from Starcrawler is a great performer. The girl in the Baboon Show blows them all away. This girl has got so much confidence and swagger, she walks all over them. I'm sorry. All right. +1. All right, so far we're 5.5 out of 4.5 out of 5. All right, next song, Rolling. Barn Burner. Listen to that. Hold on, let me pause that. No, that's rocking. Let me back that up. Listen to the guitar little answer backs there. As Sandy Hyde says, this is a banger. That's good. Oh, yeah. Wow. Listen to her fucking anger on her voice. It's great.
Everybody wants something new. Yeah, that's what they want.
Oh, yeah. It's just fucking great, man.
I say that they don't have a clue. What's wrong with my tona? Yeah, is there something you really need? Don't need something new. Do you? You get what I mean? What I mean? Oh yeah. When everybody stays the same all the time, I rollin'. Yeah, when they stand in the line and wait for the fine, I rollin'. When everybody stays.
That is fucking great. Yeah, scream it. I'm sorry. This is really good.
Friends and love is all that you need. I flew from your mama. Sunshine, beer, wine, and ice cream. You can't go where you're gonna. No, I don't need something that's new. You know that it's true. Do you? You know what I mean. What I mean. Oh yeah. When everybody stays the same all the time,
I love how the bass drops out during the chorus.
I rollin', yeah, when they stand in the line and wait for the fine. I rollin',
Then all the band blasts in. That is anthemic.
I rollin', yeah, when they stand in the line and wait for the fine. I rollin'.
Breakdown. I love a breakdown.
When everybody stays the same all the time. Yeah, when they stand in the line and wait for the fine.
Something delicate about her voice. It's raspy and angry, but there's a little bit of delicateness. If you just listen, there's a little bit of daintiness even in that raspy voice. A little bit of vulnerability. But she's fucking angry.
When everybody stays the same all the time. I rollin', yeah, when they stand in
That's a huge +1 for me. I'm sorry. I will give that one. I'm not gonna go where I was gonna go. I was gonna go to the Good Clean Fun scoring system, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just giving a huge +1. All right, next song. Oh, not done yet. Yeah. Reason to Go On. Our mid-tempo number.
Listen up, time's running low. Looking down the burning road. You hear the people say, we've seen it all before. No need to cry and moan.
I picture Vikings on Trojan horses. Do Vikings ride Trojan horses? I don't think so. But I picture Vikings on Trojan horses marching through the desert
You need to break it through.
with swords in the air,
And you want to
fighting the evil robots
but
in the sands of space. Reason to Go On with Cecilia leading the charge of those Martian Vikings. I have no idea what I'm saying, but it fits the mood. I like that chorus, dreaminess about it. That's a big +1 for me as well. I love this.
Let's give them one last fight. You hear some people say,
Cecilia riding a winged
let's give it all.
unicorn through the air
No worries
over
on my
Sweden,
mind.
taking on the evil Godzilla,
They all be
whacking his head off with her sword. As the band trails behind her, leading the way, fighting off the skeletons of the evil dead, while Cecile sprays lightning beams out of her hands, killing the evil forces of Dominion.
1 minute at a time. You wait for a sign
Oh,
from
shit.
the ones who pay the way. And as years are passing by, you wait for a sign. And as true as the stars, you will see through the dark. You know where you're going.
Big +1. I love that. And I think my narration told quite the story there, Cecilia. All right, next song, Groundhog Day, which Erik the Plebe gives us a half. That sounds like DAD right there. That is very similar to DAD. Their hit, what was the hit? Sleeping My Day Away.
I hear the bell go on. It's time to get it done. Yeah, another week is waiting. Monday's gray and dull, but still the shades are on. When Tuesday comes, I'm fading. Then I want my Friday night. Oh, I want my Friday night. Yeah, I'm on fire, I'm coming in.
That's good, man.
It's my soul. I can't lose control. This feeling never getting old. It's alright, I'm coming in. The weekend saves my life, and I will survive. Tonight I'm feeling I'm alive. Back in bed again, start it all again. Yeah, another week is waiting. Wednesday's still the same, a never-ending pain. When Thursday comes, I'm praying, 'cause I want my Saturday night. Oh, I want my Saturday night.
I Want My Saturday Night, another party song about Saturday night partying. Too many party lyrics. But the song is great. That's my dilemma. I don't like party lyrics, but the music is and versus the vocals are so catchy.
It's alright, I'm coming in. The weekend saves my life, and I will survive. Tonight I'm feeling I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alright, I'm okay. My weekend.
I'm going to give this a half only because of the party lyrics. Everything else about this song is great.
You know my spark will never fade. My weekend is here to stay. It is Groundhog Day. You know that I'm on fire, I'm coming in. The weekend saves my
If I saw him play this song live, I would not go have a beer.
This feeling never getting old. I'm alright, I'm coming in. The weekend saves my life, and I will survive. Tonight I'm feeling I'm alive.
All right, very strong half only because of the party lyrics. Next song, the guitar player is singing. This is the cover. Have a Party With Me. More party songs.
Here is the whiskey, here is the beer, and here's my moonshine, it's fine this year. And here's the wine that I made out of cherries. So now I'm gonna
Guitar player doing lead vocals. What's his name?
Bottoms up, down the hatch. Let's get stoned, sing it to the ladies.
Have a party with me. Everybody get drunk tonight. Have a party.
Guitar player's name is Hakan Sorby? Sopel? I can't read these fonts.
And if you drink with me, you have to do it down the line.
All right, I'm going to give this one a half. Enough of the party lyrics.
Liver is gone and dead.
I like this guitar player. He wears the guitar too high, but the guy's got a good sense of humor, and he writes some fucking killer tunes.
'Cause there is only booze
But
left
I'm
in
giving
my
this one a
veins.
half.
Now it drains.
We'll get it through Cecilia's vocals one more
Here's the
time.
lady you've been waiting for.
Have a party with me. Everybody get drunk tonight.
I give it a half. Next song, Sands of Time. It's a ballad. Not a ballad.
You never cared about it.
I like this.
Surrounded. How will you be remembered? With someone light a candle for you and your cup, and did you win your war? No, you never took to heart what friends are for. Yeah, you could tell me anything, I'll always stand my ground. Promise I will never wear your crown. Question who you wanna be across the sands of time. Yet you got your story, I got mine. I got mine.
That's good. That's catchy as hell. I like everything about this song. I don't know the lyric. I can't hear the lyrics, but I don't hear anything about partying and drinking, so.
I do my best, keep trying. You legalize denying. But inside you knew there will be another time. But your fears for the unknown, they made you blind. Yeah, you can tell me anything, I'll always
That chorus is good.
promise I will never wear your crown. Yeah, question who you wanna be across the sands of time. Yet you got your story, I got mine. I got mine. Until the light of day and into the night. No woman or me could never win the fight. So take a look at yourself, look through the mirror. No, you never took to heart what friends are for. No.
I love a breakdown. Yeah, this is a big +1 for me.
You can tell me anything, I'll always stand my ground. Promise I will never wear your crown. Question who you wanna be across the sands of time. Yet you got your story, I got mine. I got mine. I'll always stand my ground. I got mine. Never wear your crown. I got mine. Be across the sands of time. I got mine. Your story, I got mine. I got mine.
Big +1. All right, next song, Revolution. Ooh, listen to that, ZZ Top. All right, let's rewind that. Little LaGrange.
Down on your luck again because of the choice you made. When lightning struck again, your glory began to fade. We could have been hanging out, but no, you got some nerve. You should have figured out by now that you would get what you deserve. I knew it from the start, you're gonna break my heart. I'm leaving without you to Revolution Avenue. Whoa.
All right, I'm going to give this one a half. I think I'm going to change Groundhog Day to a 1. And I'm going to move this one to a half. Even though Groundhog Day has some partying in the lyrics. This song is not bad, but it's nothing really hook about it. All right. Strong half. Decent. I like the lyrics. I'm leaving without you. I don't know what Revolution Avenue is, but it's okay. I'll give it a half. All right. Last song on the album. Prisoners. Introspective. Album closer. I like it with the piano. I like it. Good album closer. You always want the introspective ones to be the album closer.
You know exactly where you want to go now.
Lead singer singing the song. I like it.
'Cause you've been going these steps before. No new impressions, nothing new to do now. No, you're all alone when they close the door. All the walls we've been climbing, all the times we got caught. Yeah, I know that we'll forever be prisoners.
I like this. It's a good album closer. I hope Cecilia comes in with some vocals. But this probably signifies that these songs are that guitar player's tunes. But I'm going to give this one a +1. Let's tally it up, shall we? Alright, we got 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 9, 9.5, 10.5 out of 12. I'll recount it. All right, 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 9, 9.5, 10.5. There you go, friends. The Rock and Roll Geek scoring system is the best scoring system out there. The most unscientific, scientific scoring system there is. Do you agree with me? If you do, send me an email with the subject line, Butler. Man, you know your music. Listening to you review the new Baboon Show makes me almost as turned on as you are by listening to Cecilia sing. Put that in the subject line, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. You disagree with me and think this album sucks. In In the subject line, put Butler, you fucking pervert! Creeping out on that poor girl singer. How dare you? The only reason you like this piece of shit is because you're a horny dude. Put that in the subject line. Oh, and unsubscribed. Put that in the subject line. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed this track by track of the new Baboon Show called God Bless You All. Will I ever get to see the Baboon Show live? Will I ever get to interview the great Cecilia? Only time will tell, friends. Until then, we shall all get on our Viking helmets and sail through space, fighting off the evil forces of Voltron, with Cecilia leading the way with her sword on the unicorn of life. What am I saying? I have no clue. But I like this. All hail the Baboon Show and the great Cecilia. And the great Frida Stahl on bass. The great Håkan on guitar. And the great Nicholas Zensen on drums. All right. I'm losing my mind. Whew. Good album. I'm very pleased. Whew. From an anonymous person regarding my Peter Wolf, greatness of Peter Wolf. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate here. In the episode about Peter Wolf, you told a story about while courting your wife, she was bored at one of Peter Wolf's shows and asked if you could leave early. Yeah, when I was dating my wife, I took her to Slim's to see Peter Wolf. I believe it might have been Lights Out Tour. It could have been a different album. He was rocking, was so fucking good, and my wife wanted to leave. She was bored. I was so upset. But I left because I was in love. Still am. But I wanted to get laid. So I left. And I regret leaving that Peter Wolf show. So he goes on to say, this anonymous person, sorry that you had to leave early, but I understand the tough decision you faced. That story struck a chord with me. It reminded me of a Rory Gallagher show. Pardon, I need to take a sip of this fine Tecate. I'm choking. It reminded me of a Rory Gallagher show with the amazing blues guitarist Roy Buchanan opening in the 80s that my wife agreed to attend with me. We had to drive up to Los Angeles. I think he drove up from San Diego. I could tell my wife was ready to leave in the middle of the show. But since we had driven 2 hours, she was smart enough not to suggest bugging out early. It was disappointing. Pardon me, I'm burping up this fine Tecate. It was disappointing enough to sense the greatness and artistry on display was being wasted on her. I knew things were off the rails when she commented she thought it was weird that all the dudes in the audience were going crazy about guitar solos. Somehow, we're still together. 41 long years and counting. Stay frosty, friend. Yeah, I can relate. Anonymous person from San Diego. Yeah, what we do to get laid. You could have I was gonna say smack, but you wouldn't smack her. We don't beat our girlfriends. But you could have looked over her and said, "This is Wooba Gooba with the green teeth. How dare you want to leave the great Rory Gallagher show early?" I could have said that too about Peter Wolf, but I didn't. Because we love our women. They get us through the day. They make us happy. They bring joy and happiness to our lives. They do our laundry. All right. I'm going to get canceled here if I keep going. All right. Thank you for that anonymous Peter Wolf story. I appreciate it, friend. All right. Let's wrap this thing up with a brand new Black Star Riders. By the way, thank you to all the people who pitched in and had Ricky Warwick send me the birthday message. Can I find it? Is it easy to find on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group? Do I have it on my downloads here? Let me see if I can find the birthday greeting from Ricky Warwick. Let's see. Ricky Warwick. Do I have it? Da. Let's see. Yes, I have it right here. All right, let's listen to Ricky Warwick. Wish me a happy birthday.
Michael,
Hey,
Ricky
Rick.
Warwick here from Black Star Riders.
Hey, Ricky.
Thin Lizzy, a very happy birthday to you, my friend.
Thank you, friend.
Congratulations. This has been sent in by the Rock and Roll Geek Show Facebook group, so you've got them to blame for this.
Yes, thank
Hope
you.
that you're doing well. Birthday so near
I'm
Christmas.
super great. Couldn't be better.
Hope you're getting double presents, my friend. And they tell me that you play bass. Somebody's got to. We're good on you. And you have the long-running Rock and Roll Geek Show podcast. It's near your 1,200 episode. That's amazing, mate. Well done. Good for you. And big Lizzie fan. Jailbreak, Cowboy Song, Bad Reputation, Dancing in the Moonlight. All the great Lizzie songs that we all know and love. And I know you've seen BSR play when we opened for Judas Priest a few years ago. Hoping to get back to the States next year. And Michael, just want to wish you all the best for your birthday. All the best for Christmas and New Year. Happy holidays. Hope you're with the people that you love. Hope you're being spoiled rotten, my friend. And hope you have a brilliant birthday. And we'll see you in 2023. And keep doing what you're doing. All right, Michael. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And have a brilliant New Year. And take care of yourself. Cheers now.
Cheers now. All right. There's Ricky Warwick with the cameo. Thank you to the Rock and Roll Geek Group for sending me that. I appreciate it, friends. I played with Ricky Warwick when I was with Ginger at the Viper Room, and I remember he got up on, we were playing Sick of Drugs. I believe that was the song, Sick of Drugs. And Ricky Warwick sat in with us on Sick of Drugs, and I'm standing there playing. I've told this story before, but I'm standing there doing the sound check. Ginger there on one side of me, Ricky Warwick on the other side of me, Ricky Warwick sharing the microphone. How can you stay when you're 60 million miles away? We're blasting this song, and it sounded great. And I'm looking over, I'm going, there's Ginger to the right of me. There's Ricky Warwick to the left of me. Am I dreaming? Tears started welling up in my face. I could not believe that I was on stage with these guys playing Sick of Drugs. It was such a magical moment for me. Good times. Very good times. All right, let's play a brand new Black Star Riders. The song is called, do I have to sit through an ad? I hope not. It's on Erik Records. The album is going to be called Wrong Side of Paradise, out January 20th. So it'll be out, what's today? Should be out in 2 days. The song is called Catch Yourself On. All right. Thank you for listening, friends. Means a lot to me that you stuck around. I don't know what the numbers are because I don't look at the numbers, but I got a feeling that they're not, I don't know. We're a niche crowd, friends. But I do appreciate you listening, and I do appreciate you sticking with me. Thank you, everybody who came to the Butlers shows over the weekend. We had a blast, and I get a little bit sentimental when we end the show. So rather than sit here jerking off like a loser, I'm going to play Black Star Riders and say thank you for listening. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find the show. Send me an email. I don't know what I just said, but it was really ridiculous. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. Find the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook on Facebook. Lots of great rock talk. We're probably over 600 members now. And find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. Here's brand new Black Star Riders. Please keep the donations coming. It's a value for value. If you get any value out of this train wreck, please help me out. I'm retiring at the end of the year, and I'm going to be depending on my friends of the Rock and Roll Geek Show. Hopefully it won't die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Here's Black Star Riders. I'll talk to you soon, friends.
Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you've been? Your moral compass is so broken.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.